Clear.
So here I am going to Oshkosh EAA AirVenture 2023, and I'm very excited because this is going to be the first time I have gone after launching my own company, Mason Amelia. We specialize in aircraft sales and acquisitions for all high-performance, owner-flown, piston, and light turbine aircraft. I spent 5 years at the world's largest brokerage, and I thought it was time to see if I could do it on my own. Okay, check my left magneto, going back to both. Check my right mag, going back to both. Load it up, my alternator is taking the load. Go ahead and leave my landing lights on since I'm about to depart. Oh, that is pretty. See that forward slip to slow down. Tail dragger, red tail dragger, are you on the radio? Little turd. Boerne stage traffic, Cirrus 574 Tango Bravo departing runway 17 will be a northbound departure, Boerne stage. Turn my air conditioner off. Alright. About to be as free as a bird now. Alright, everything's in the green, airspeed is alive. There we are, nice smooth rotation. Going to accelerate to 100 knots, then I'm going to clear obstacles and reduce the flaps. Okay, I'd say we're there, we're above obstacles. Flaps coming up. And I'm just going to hold VY about 104 knots until I get to my cap's altitude of 1900 indicated.
$600.
No one's around, so I could depart in a left crosswind, just like that guy has the right to not talk on the radios. Boerne stage traffic, Cirrus 574 Tango Bravo, climb up 2,200 feet, depart into the northeast. Boerne stage. Now I'm going to climb out at 125 knots to provide good cooling for the turbocharged engine. So I'm going to set indicated airspeed 125, sync the heading bug, and away I go. I'll just take advantage of this nice tailwind down low. Heck, you know what? I'll stay at 3,500 feet for a while. Might as well, right? Because I'm going to get slammed with headwind later. That's a great thing about a piston airplane. You can do a 1,000-mile trip at 4,500 feet, or you could do the same trip in this plane at 25,000 feet. And your fuel efficiency really doesn't get exponentially better in this plane. Either way you look at it, you burn 16 to 17 gallons an hour usually on a high-speed cruise. But the benefit is you could completely escape the winds often. Whereas in a turbine aircraft, you can never do a trip over 500 miles under 10,000 feet. You would get absolutely burned alive. In a turboprop, you might be able to get pretty close, but in a turbofan, you better be in the 30s in that scenario. It's all about workload management and managing the automation. I'll go ahead and throw on the autopilot. Okay, so in this SR22T, this K model turbo engine, I reduced the manifold pressure under 31 inches. The blue cyan line appears. This is going to yield me about 16.3 gallons an hour, 75%. I'll be nice, cool, and as efficient as one could be at 3,500 feet. I'll stay here for a while until I lose the tailwind, either that or it gets bumpy. Today I'm headed up to EAA AirVenture, and I'm going under my own banner. I have a bunch of shirts I'm going to be wearing at the event, and I have my cards, so I'm official. So I'm very excited to bump into a lot of you guys, learn about your mission and what your aviation objectives are. The purpose of this vlog has always been to have fun and to show you the performance of these planes. Cirrus, TBM, Meridian, owner-flown planes like that are what get me excited, and to put you in the pilot's perspective. If you like what you see, remember, like, subscribe, and hit notifications to see more of these flights. All right, shut off the cameras for a while. Here we are. We're about halfway to Oshkosh. We're just entering Missouri. This is Beaver Lake, and we'll see Table Rock Lake soon. And we're going to stop here outside my hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. We're going to stop in the little town of Fulton, Missouri. Going to grab some lunch with my parents, and I'm going to take off, and we're going to be the rest of our way up to Oshkosh Wittman Field. Got 362 degrees on the CHTs. Fuel burn about 16.5 gallons per hour. And I'm just such an advocate of the Garmin G1000 system. We have our XM weather, and you'll see right after we get to Fulton, Missouri, which is right outside St. Louis, there's a couple storms building to the northeast, but we should be able to continue and circumnavigate them up to Oshkosh right here. So pretty smooth trip, and thanks for coming aboard. Fulton traffic, Cirrus 574 Tango Bravo, 10 miles to the south, inbound Fulton. Fulton traffic, Cirrus 574 Tango Bravo, turning in left base, runway 24 Fulton. Final notch flaps. Okay, should be about 1400 base turn in final, 500 AGLIM, final is clear. Fulton traffic, Cirrus 574 Tango Bravo, turning final, runway 24 Fulton.
1 mile northwest, descending 2,200 for 45 downwind, runway 24, Fulton traffic.
That was a little odd. The touchdown was extremely smooth, and once the nose came down, I felt a little bit of a shimmy. Maybe the nose wheel wasn't aligned with the direction of the runway. I don't know. Have to check that. Oh man, talk about a conga line for fuel here. Man, look at that. That is crazy. Maybe I'll eat, come back, and they'll all be fueled.
Alright, so made it to the fuel stop, and fortunately this pack of RVs is going to be out of the way. This is pretty cool, but hey Pops.
Shot at the mighty Mississippi, and that is Quincy, Illinois. Mississippi goes back to my hometown of St. Louis. Beautiful view of that city. Hey guys, we're well into cruise. I hope you're still watching. So while I'm en route to Oshkosh Wittman, I thought I'd have a little fun. Make some content that I could chop up into short standalone videos, or just group it into this video. I haven't really decided yet. But a couple things. I have a lot of friends, Cirrus pilots, Cirrus owners, even some that are now YouTubers, that go around with them and their passengers wearing seatbelts like this. All right. This looks like a bra. It's miserably uncomfortable, and it wouldn't be as effective if you got into an accident. There's airbags up here. Okay, you see what's wrong with this, right? I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I've actually seen this. Here's what you need to do for you and your passengers to get the most effective and safest fit of this airbag seatbelt. So you take this, you take the buckle, and you pull it way down to your waist below your belly button. Then you take the straps and you singe it taut on each side of your waist to make it even. So this is not a 5-point harness, but it will stay down here nice and comfortably. Okay guys, that is that. So now something pertinent for EAA AirVenture. Being up here, it's really about, in a Cirrus, we're fortunate to have wonderful automation to reduce the single pilot workload. And, stick and rudder might be a rite of passage when you're a student pilot, but when you become a professional pilot, even at the airline level, you really want to be able to manage the man-machine system. I'm looking outside first and foremost. I'm scanning my instruments, my engine page, my traffic page, my weather. I'm doing all of that, but when I am caught up, I want to make sure I'm fully prepared for AirVenture. So what I have right here on my iPad, I have the 2023 NOTAM for the EAA AirVenture arrival. This is actually about 30 pages of very specific instructions. So flying into AirVenture, I don't think it takes great pilot skills, but it truly does take great listening skills. Now, I highly suggest going there with a second person, whether they're a pilot or not. It's great to have someone repeat something in the text or even look outside for other traffic. But I've done it a few times and I'm braving it on my own, the Fisk arrival. So definitely make sure you have that NOTAM. It's a very important part of the EAA and it's essential. Now I am going to Wittman. In short, if you're going to Appleton or if you are running low on reserve, you're at Bingo Fuel, Appleton is a great place and I recommend the Appleton VFR arrival to anyone that just wants to get in and get out without much hassle, headache, and shenanigans. So I'm going to go quiet for now, and we'll be back when I go in for landing. All right, now I really feel like this is calm before the storm. A couple bumps, but look, no one's on our active traffic, and everything looks nice and quiet, right? Come on, something's got to give. What is this, 30 minutes until we get to Oshkosh? Okay, I just see one guy on my TCAS. No one on comms yet. All right, stay tuned. This won't last long.
You're right turn now. Thank you. Good rock. Thank you.
We're just starting to hear the approach controller. I'm planning ahead. They're going to Endeavor Bridge. What's interesting is this is only my second time flying the Fisk VFR arrival into Wittman, and I cannot pick up the ATIS being at my altitude near Endeavor. I was at 5,500, 60 miles from Oshkosh, still couldn't pick it up. So it looks like they're starting in Endeavor again. There's no one really close to me right now, or so it seems, which is kind of shocking. So maybe the bulk of the traffic died down, although I'm not holding my breath. I'm reviewing everything. It does seem like they're sending people to Fisk and then Fisk Avenue eastbound, which is about a 090. I'm going to bug that now just so I'm totally ready for it. And 26.6 again in front of me. That's where other people are going. Just for situational awareness, I'm getting myself set up for Fisk Avenue 090. And the 26.6, but I'm going to be ready for a change. And here's something I made on my way up here. I'm going to the FBO, Basler FBO, there it is. So once I land, I'll throw it in the window there. All right, so now I'm just going to enjoy this because the first time I came here, it was just chaos and it wasn't a great experience, but I have a feeling this time it's going to be, controlled chaos, if you will. All the targets, they are adding up here, so I'm aware of that. Now I'm going to maintain 135 knots and 2,300 feet. Ooh, she's sending people.
The low wing and the high track, turn right. Right turn heading at 090.
She's sending people northeastbound to runway 27, and she's sending people to 36 right, so I need to be ready for either one. Okay, now there's some people coming from Portage, and I have to kind of consider that. Why are they coming from Portage? Well, that particularly is not necessarily an entry point, but we have to make it all work. Okay, look, so these guys are beneath me, so I could stay at 135. That's actually pretty sweet. I'm not comfortable flying a Cirrus in all these turns for 90 knots, so I'm okay sticking up here at 135 at 2,300. I'm constantly checking everything because there's a lot of work and it's intimidating. Could I have missed something? Okay, faster aircraft, 135 knots, 2300.
Rocky Wing. All right, thank you for that. Are you a tail dragger? Right now it's air. Possible. Hold the Oshkosh landing runway 27, runway 36. Wind is calm. Altimeter 2989er.
Okay, 2989, there it is.
Tail dragger. Thank you. And maintain 1800, expect left base, runway 36, monitor tower 126.6, welcome to Oshkosh.
Is that left 36?
Just follow Fisk Avenue, maintain 1800, and you can expect left base, runway 36. The tower will assign which runway you will land on. Low wings.
Okay, so far.
Over Fisk. Rock your wings.
This is all going smoothly.
Thank you, I see you doing that, sir. Okay, maintain 1800 feet, and I need you to slow down, please. Slow down, and continue following the tracks. And maintain 1800. Do not descend below 1800. There are departures at 1300, and start your descent inside the gravel pit for runway 27, and welcome to Oshkosh.
Quick question, if we're at 2300 moving faster, do you need us by rip into sequence behind the slower guys or just keep passing them 500 feet above?
I just want to remind everybody to maintain 90 knots and 1800 feet if possible, and if you cannot maintain 90 knots, just sidestep to the side, to the right side, please.
And there's also the high track of 2300 feet and 135 knots.
It's all working out. It is smooth this time.
Please remain over the railroad tracks. I see some offset up to the right side, so just keep it over the railroad tracks, please.
Put my paper right there.
I believe there's a Cirrus on the high track about a half a mile south of Fisk. Rocky Wings.
Low, less than 1 mile.
Okay, I see that. Thank you. Flight heading 090, follow Fisk, and please slow it down because you're going to be following that flight of 2. Slow it down, maintain 1800, follow Fisk Avenue, and expect left base runway 36, monitor tower. Please descend and slow down, please. Descend to 1800.
Roger, Devyn.
Thank you, appreciate it. Monitor tower 126.6, welcome. Bye, over Fisk, Rocky.
A brake prior to the tower. I need your turns completed prior to the tower. Be our right brake.
Affirmative.
Be careful there. Full flaps. 90 knots, that's about all I can give.
For the Warbird Island.
Red Lance here, report over Warbird Island.
Over to Warbird Island, red Lance here.
Look at this, now it's getting kind of crazy, isn't it? See the guys in front of me.
Flight 2 brake. There you go. Good, nice job.
Get rid of my flight director, just need to watch at airspeed.
Flight 2, start your descent.
Oh, he wanted me at 1800, didn't he?
Flight 2, you need to keep it tight in, runway 36 left. We have traffic for left. Correction, traffic for the opposite base, runway 36 right. High wing and a low wing flight on the left base. Start your descent.
Coming in a mile to the west. Are you a flight of 2 over the 4 lanes? All right, come over the 4 lanes on the east-west road. Are you a flight? Your base. Turn. I have 2 on the opposite base that aren't answering me. Flight 2, the B-25 now. Trust. Extend your down and I'll call your base. I have 2 opposite directions that aren't answering.
25 flight.
All right, flight 2, half mile west of runway 36, left runway 36, left clear land enter after the yellow dot.
Both yellow dot.
Turn base now. My flight 2, the B-25 now. Trust. Turn base.
Base. Albatross.
You're landing on the left side, out after the yellow dot. Cirrus on the half mile left base. Keep your altitude. Keep your altitude. I'm going to cross over the right side. Keep your altitude until I'm going to have a B-25 and Albatross behind you. We're going to go on the right side skinny for the green square, but I need you to keep your altitude underneath you. My B-25 and Albatross, get the descend down. I need you to descend down. I have a Cirrus over the top of you.
B-25.
Cirrus angle it in, Cirrus angle it in, right for the green square on the right side skinny. Cirrus skinny runway, right side, yep, good job, right side on the square, right on the green square, and then it'll be a high speed all the way down. Albatross and B-25 clear to land on 36 after the purple dot, and you have it above you.
Oh man, you have to be ready. You have to be able to manipulate the airspeed and
final for 36 right.
Oh man, you got to be able to control this damn thing because they're going to make it uncomfortable. This is
hold at the
they're going to do what they need to do for them.
Down on the yellow dot. As soon as you can, you need to left off the runway out once you're under control. I have two behind you. Red tail dragger going to the right side. You're going to the right side skinny runway at or after the green square. I-wing half mile left base, search descent, runway 36 left, the left side, clear to land at or after the yellow dot. I-wing tail dragger, winds 2.
Okay, well, I landed.
Wind 2807.
I think she said roll it down.
Left in the grass, left in the grass. I have trying to want you down to the yellow dot. At the yellow dot, once you get down there, there'll be a left in the grass, then roll through.
Same altitude, less than 1
mile.
mile.
Half mile left base, runway 36 left, the left side, at or after the yellow dot, clear to land. All right, who is at the island?
Mustang. Red Land Cirrus Island.
All right, Silver P51, bring it in for 36 right, the right side skinny, reported 2 mile final.
Whoa, that is cool.
Lancer, I bring it after the P51, but I need to get the P51 in first.
What?
Bring it in for the left, Mustang.
All right, if you're landing the right side skinny, just keep a high-speed taxi on. My Cessna rolling, I need high-speed taxi and I have traffic behind.
Arrived at Oshkosh Wittman for EAA AirVenture 2023. It's an absolutely awesome experience. Aircraft are literally stacked tip to tail and wingtip to wingtip. I'm walking around EAA and you really have to be here in person to appreciate the scale of this place. There is so much camping and activity and action going on.